My best friend Tori slept with my brother Ben during our big ski weekend last year. I was so upset. I warned Tori that my brother was off limits. There were so many other guys at the lodge, eligible bachelors and whatever. Why did she have to sleep with my brother? I felt like she stabbed me in the back. We got into a really big argument, and I told her that I never wanted to see her again. And guess what? I didn't. Because that afternoon, she went out skiing alone and never came back. When she left, the weather was perfect, but things changed very quickly, and she got caught in some kind of snowstorm. We all assumed that she died, but they never found the body. This all happened last winter, and I'm still not over it. I feel so guilty that our last conversation was such a terrible argument. When my boyfriend Steve suggested another ski trip exactly 1 year after Tori's disappearance, I thought the idea was terrible. How could we have fun with the memory of Tori's death looming over us the whole trip? So I said no. I said under no circumstances would I want to go back to the same ski lodge. There was just too many bad memories. I thought Steve understood how I felt. He was always so supportive, but he said that he was still going to go without me. I tried not to be upset, even though I kind of was. I felt like Steve was betraying Tori's memory too. And then my brother Ben called me up and changed my mind. He explained how guilty he felt over Tori's death because he was the one who caused the argument in the first place. He was the reason that she went out into the snowstorm without me. I hadn't realized that Ben felt guilty as I did. He explained that the reunion trip would be the best way for him to overcome that guilt. And hearing this logic from him made me reevaluate things. Maybe this would be a good trip. Maybe it would help me get some closure. So I called Steve and told him that I changed my mind. That weekend, we packed our bags, piled into Ben's SUV, and headed up to the ski lodge. The place looked exactly the same. It really was a beautiful lodge, wooden and spacious and rustic. The snow-covered peaks were gorgeous. On that first day, Steve and I hit the bunny slopes while Ben and his other friends hit the harder peaks. I tried to enjoy myself. I really did, but I couldn't stop thinking about Tori. We all got back into the lodge that evening. We were sitting by the fire. Ben was filming himself on his phone. Some of his friends were into it and a couple weren't. I guess he'd spent all day filming himself for TikTok. His whole speech about feeling guilty was just BS. He just wanted us all to come back here so he could make videos about moving on after tragedy. He was using the anniversary of Tori's death to get more followers. Steve and I were sitting by the fire when Ben walked directly towards us while talking into his phone. He was live streaming, and he was going to make us be a part of it too. Hey guys, tell the world how you're feeling right now. I covered my face with my hand and looked away. Steve was a bit more diplomatic. He looked into Ben's phone and said, "We're fine, thank you," with as much finality as he could. Ben got the hint and scurried off. I thought that would be the end of it, but the next day was even worse. Ben filmed everything we did, and worse, he kept following me and Steve around with his phone. Throughout the day, he posted clips of us skiing and sipping cocoa. He added sad music and captions like, "Moving on," or "Honoring her memory." He was in a lot of his videos, but more and more of them were just of me and Steve, but mostly me. I kept telling him to stop, but he refused. He said he was doing this for Tori. I wanted to punch him. At the end of the day, Steve and I were ready to head back inside and put our ski stuff away when Ben ran over. He asked if I wanted to do one more trip up the mountain. I told him no. He just wanted more footage of me. "Then let's make a deal," he said. "If we go up one more time, I promise I will never film you again." It seemed like some kind of trick, but I knew that my brother never went back on his word. If I did this, he'd stop making everything so awkward, so I agreed. Steve asked if he could come with us, but I knew he was just being supportive. He was already exhausted, and his knee was bugging him. I told him that I'd be okay, and then he left. Ben and I took a ski lift up to the mountain. where we were high up in the air. He took out his phone and started live streaming. Hey guys, it's Ben again. I'm here with my sister. She's the one in all those videos, having an absolute blast, even though it's the anniversary of when she murdered Tori, the love of my life. Before the meaning of his words fully sank in, he turned the phone camera towards me. Say hi to the world. Now's your chance to finally come clean. I think you have to, because if you don't... He started wildly rocking our ski lift. I had to grab the bar. What are you doing? I screamed. He didn't answer. Instead, he just held the phone in my face, filming me close up. All this time, my brother blamed me for Tori's death? He thought I murdered her. And this whole trip was an elaborate way for me to make me confess publicly. I didn't kill her, I screamed. He rocked the ski lift even harder. We still had at least a minute before we reached the top of the mountain. Tell the truth, he said. I didn't kill her. He screamed at me, kicked me with his foot. He went into a rage, kicking and kicking me until I'd plummet off to my death. I wrapped both my arms around the bar. He kicked me one more time, but I'd twist to the side just as his foot was about to hit my thigh. He was pushing so hard that he lost the grip on the bar and slid off. I watched in horror as my brother fell hundreds of feet to the snowy ground below. His phone was in his hand the whole time, filming everything. My brother never got the confession that he wanted, but at least he went viral. Steve and I had a long, silent ride home.